What am I supposed to do?
It's Awakenings with Arthur. You just talk about whatever you want to talk about.
Yeah, I know. I've already said everything I was going to say. Now I have nothing to say.
How'd you get anything wise?
How'd you get in Ohio?
Went on a drunken binge and called my sister because I got lost, and then she gave me directions, but ended up bringing me to this place instead of like taking me to my home.
Just 12, 13 hours out of the way.
Yeah, I had a lot of moonshine that night, and I was still drinking it while I was on the road. Why is it always so cold around here? God.
That's pretty good.
Oh, there's Dave's Booch.
Your beverage, sir. Enjoy.
Just like we exactly like we rehearsed. Got the full experience.
Describe what that one is.
This one is like Red Lobster cocktail sauce. It's delicious.
And describe that one.
Kind of grapefruitish. I don't know. See, like, I don't feel like, since this thing is like looking at me like things are very natural, like all of a sudden I'm out of my like unnatural realm. Or natural realm, I don't know, whatever it is.
You're exactly where you need to be.
Hey, Arthur, where's your natural habitat?
It's in Lakewood.
I thought you were going to say a swamp in Florida.
Well, that is what's natural to me.
Describe what's natural.
What's natural? Basically, I mean, anything below 95 degrees is uncomfortable. So like, it's got to be like about 95 degrees. I'd say at least 80% humidity before like I can actually get comfortable.
And what's your comfort clothes? Like, what are your clothes that?
Comfort clothes?
Yeah.
Just blue jeans and a t-shirt.
In 95-degree weather?
I've never wore shorts a day in my life. I've always worn jeans.
What would you do if you worked for UPS?
I feel very uncomfortable. Feel very self-aware.
I bet you got some nice legs there.
Yeah, they show off my they've never seen the light of day. They show off my natural color. Do you see like the difference there?
Yeah. Those are not the likes of the tannest man in Cleveland.
Describe that one.
Oh, this one's the watermelon.
Which one's your favorite so far?
Watermelon.
Yeah. Which one's that?
I'm not sure. This one.
That's cream soda.
Yeah, okay, because you could tell
Blood orange vanilla.
might be the blood orange vanilla.
Huh.
I don't know.
Which one's your favorite?
I like Dave's Booch the most.
The one that you described as Red Lobster cocktail sauce?
Yeah, it's delicious. Like if I can't make it to Long John Silver's, I'm gonna go with the next best thing. Have some Dave's Booch.
What's your go-to meal at Long John Silver's?
Fish and chicken combo platter. Usually just one fish, one chicken. Sometimes I'll do like 2 chicken, 1 fish. I'm just bummed that they like switched the fries. So now they're doing like the waffle fries. But like, it's all about progress.
That's not progress. You burn the place down.
The whole role is just
Arson is the answer for that one, Arson.
the whole world just went and got itself in a big hurry. It's just moving too fast. Everything just needs to slow down.
You think by changing the fries that the world will maybe come to form again?
I think it probably would be a good starting point.
Another one is people have to start eating John Silver's.
I would only see Long John Silver's at tourist rest stops.
There's one in at the Brook Park in Tiedemann, and the parking lot is always empty. It's got to be a money laundering.
Yeah, it's probably money laundering.
Yeah, that's the one I was eating at when I first got here, because I was staying off State Road. So it was literally, I think, day 2 of when I arrived to Cleveland. Like I Googled Long John Silver's and discovered there was like literally one right around the corner.
How'd that make you feel?
Like I was actually happy to be here.
And then they changed the fries.
Yes.
And then it broke you.
It did. I'm
But didn't Mitchell's ice cream fix all that?
no.
No?
Like, are we going to get some Mitchell's ice cream right now?
No, we're gonna get steak first.
Oh, okay. I was about to get up and go get some Mitchell's ice cream.
Cookie dough?
Yeah,
No, he's gotta try something else.
but
This is all gold, by the way.
yeah, it was definitely like it was an improvement, because like I used to have to drive 20 miles to go to the nearest Long John Silver's, and then I discovered there was one 2.6 miles from the house when I got up here. So I was like, maybe it's not so bad after all.
How do you feel now?
I feel like some things are actually getting better in some ways.
In what way? What's getting better?
Well, these drinks are getting better every day. My life is starting to improve. It wasn't hard. It wasn't easy at first, but it never is. When you go somewhere you don't know anyone. But now I'm starting to develop like a circle. But it was kind of hard for the longest time, but now I'm starting to get my niche.
Do you feel like this is your spot?
Yeah, I mean, I was told like give it 3 years. Well, it's been a year so far, and it hasn't been all bad. And that's just in 1 year. So I just imagine what it'd be like in another 2 more years from now.
Man, fucking tastic.
Yeah. I mean, I have to say, that breeze right now is a really the main selling point of why I came here in the first place. Because I got tired of living in 100-degree heat, and I wanted to actually be able to breathe.
It got scorching where you were in Florida?
Yeah, the last summer I was down there, it was we hit a heat index of about 116 degrees.
Oh my God.
And I decided, well, I can't do this anymore. It's getting hotter. Plus I'm getting older. And it's physically getting to be too much.
Which one are you grabbing now?
The one that kind of tastes like grapefruit-ish.
So where do you said you currently reside in Lakewood.
Yep.
If you had to live anywhere in the country, where would you live? And why would it be Sacred Vortex?
Well, I mean, first of all, there's a really good social group of people that kind of share and a lot of the same interest, or that we all have varying opinions, but we all respect each other and each other's opinions. And we're just here, just to be like one big family, have a good time. We have our disagreements, but we can work through it. And we have a really good gathering place called Mitchell's Ice Cream, which is almost as good as Dave's Booch, like the ice cream version of Dave's Booch. So and some really great barbecue.
What's your favorite barbecue spot?
Around here would be Smoked so far. Real smoked. It's not just smoked, but it's real smoked.
It's real smoked.
Yeah.
So when you eventually get on a billboard, what sort of attire do you want to wear?
Well, I gotta have the hat with the alligator emblem on it.
It's only fitting.
And it's not Florida Gators, because I'm actually not a Florida Gators fan.
What kind of fan are you?
Buccaneers.
You like the Buccaneers?
Yeah. But it's kind of like Browns fans. You'll always be a diehard fan, no matter how much things might suck. Just like...
I'm going to send my mic fixer in real quick.
Just like, the weather in Florida sucks, but yet somehow you still want to go down there.
So the perfect temperature would be 95 degrees, no hotter, no colder. Just exactly 95 degrees?
Well, it has to be at least 95.
But if it's 100, it's too much.
Yeah, 100 might be life-threatening. 100 for me is delicious, but 100 degrees might be life-threatening for some people. But it's all relative.
What would you say would be your favorite things to do in 100-degree weather?
Cut down trees with a chainsaw.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of miss those days.
And when you finish cutting down those trees, is there anything that you like to do with the lumber?
Nah, I just stack it up out next to my RV. Just one big pile.
Now in your RV, I assume you have a television, right?
Yeah, there's a couple TVs in it still. One that like have a Philips 36 inch, but one of the original smart TVs, or one of the original HDs. It wasn't a smart one.
And what's playing on that bad boy?
I think last thing I watched on it might have been Chronicles of Narnia.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
The first one?
the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was part of a project I was doing. I was taking a college course, and I decided, they had a list of like movies to watch and to pick from, and I just happened to own that one movie in particular, so I watched through it as part of a project.
What did you learn after watching the film?
Well, more or less, it's like kind of, I don't know if like I necessarily learned anything, but I just kind of built on the whole, it's kind of, what you call that, like a metaphor or something for something else. Like, so those of us that know, like the whole like basis behind Chronicles of Narnia is actually more of a metaphor for something for those of us that believe.
Believe in what?
Well, we know, like, who the lion is in the movie, like who he betrays.
And who the lion portrays, obviously.
Yeah, he laid down his life.
We all know who the lion is.
Yeah.
What about the witch?
The witch was like the opposition.
And what about the wardrobe?
I don't know. If I had given the opportunity, like, I would probably put that wardrobe in my apartment so I could like cross over in Narnia. Everyone to just get away.
What would you do if you were in Narnia?
If I were in Narnia, I don't know. I think I would take that staff or whatever that witch had, and just go around to all the creatures in Narnia and just like turn them into like crystals and just start pegging everyone.
Any specific crystals, or?
No, just like would freeze them.
You would freeze the creatures as is in a crystal form.
Yeah.
Okay.
Given the opportunity, yeah. Just because I was bored and wanted something to do.
Yeah. I'd be bored in Narnia too.
Yeah.
Would you hang out with the lion at all?
I find it to be a great honor and privilege if the lion, knowing how messed up I am, took the time to still show me that I'm still your friend, and I still accept you for who you are, even despite, you know, turning all my creatures into crystals, solid crystals. I still call you friend, and I still forgive you for what you have done to what I have created.
That's beautiful. Would you stay in Narnia? Or would you go back through the wardrobe to get at least one more meal at Long John Silver's?
Yeah, I would keep the wardrobe. I would stay in Narnia, and it wouldn't be just one more meal at Long John Silver's. I would keep the wardrobe just so, like, every time I get hungry, I could go get some Waffle House. But my home would be in Narnia.
And then you'd go to Waffle House, and then come back to home,
Yes.
which would be in Narnia.
Yes.
Okay. That makes perfect sense.
Absolutely. I mean, who wouldn't do that?
What's your go-to dish at Waffle House?
That'd be, I create my own dish. It's a Texas cheesesteak, but I actually,
What's a Texas cheesesteak? I'm not familiar.
so it's like chopped up steak, and they put it on Texas toast, and you have like two slices of melted cheese, and they chop up the steak, and then you just basically put that in between Texas toast, and they ask you if you want the option of whether you want grilled onions or not.
Do you get the grilled onions?
You absolutely must get the grilled onions, otherwise it's not a true Texas cheesesteak sandwich plate. I don't understand why that would even be a question. That should just be mandatory, that they should automatically do that.
Mm-hmm.
But I go even further, because instead of just getting just the one steak, I get two of them. So I get a Texas double cheesesteak. So I get two steaks in between my Texas toast. And then side of hash browns, smothered covered, which is cheese and onions, Tabasco sauce, and the sweet tea. And that's my number one go-to meal.
That's your ultimate meal.
That is my ultimate meal above anything else.
Above anything else. Now, are there any Waffle Houses in Ohio?
There are.
Have you been to them?
I've been to every single one of them regionally.
What would be the best location for Waffle House?
I would say probably the Medina Waffle House. Unless you want the real true Waffle House experience, and the one in East Cleveland is a little more authentic.
Authentic how?
It's like with the overall feel you get of the place, and the friendliness, the full Waffle House experience. Like, if you want the true Waffle House experience, East Cleveland is a very good representation. Medina, not so much.
Why is that?
Now, in a sense, like Medina, you got a particular group of people, and kind of like how you got in the South, and that they're drawn to places like that.
What, Florida Gator fans?
Yeah,
Yep.
pretty much. But the thing is, the people of Medina, they're a little more higher class than your usual customers you get at Waffle House. So it's kind of on the lines, but not the real true Southern Waffle House experience. But if you want that, you can go to East Cleveland and it'll be a little bit closer to having the real experience. That whole white trailer trash vibe-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
happening all the time. Dishes being thrown.
Yeah. Yeah, basically people that want fine cuisine on a McDonald's budget.
Well, I think that just about wraps it up for the first episode of Awakenings with Arthur. Arthur, I thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
I can't wait until the second episode where we dive deep into what else is in your RV.
Okay.
I know the viewers at home are going to look forward to that as much as, maybe even more than I will. I probably doubt it, but it'll be close. And we'll dive deep into what else is in Narnia for you, what else is around your wardrobe, and we're going to kill the witch with the lion. Don't worry.
Okay. All right.
Thank you so much.
I know, because the witch is taking like all the attention away from me, and she absolutely has to go.
She has to go.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
All right. Well, for everyone here at Sacred Vortex here in Ohio City, I'm Norbit Skylers. Thank you for watching.
And see.